Now the next sheet here is the date sheet. Basically, now remember, you may remember that at the end of the semester, students come to you saying, "Oh, I need to produce excuses, but I need you to give me the dates on which I was absent." And this is lame on the student's part, but eventually you will have to do it. I mean, pressure from the administration, pressure from your coordinator, you need to do it, and you don't have the time to do this. Let's now Excel, I have created a sheet that does this for you. Let's look at student number 3, who actually needs to produce excuses. All what you need to do is to go to the student ID number, his student number 3. This is his ID number. Select, okay, copy, go to the data check, paste here, okay, press enter, and there you have it. Okay, it gives you a full report on the students' absence. You have the number of hours attended, hours missed, percentage of hours attended, percentage of hours missed, and you have the Arabic and English report. Deprived acceptable excuses are required. The campus in Arabic, the course full name, the group, the teacher, the coordinator, the head of the department, and a couple of notes down here that tell who is ever reading this document or this report that the teacher has conducted 100 hours, 100 classes with this student, and the benchmark for or the maximum number of allowed or percentage of allowed missed classes is 25. So it's transparency in blanco, everything here is in black and white. Okay, so, and here, this is my favorite part, it gives you the dates on which the student was absent, so you can just print out this file and give it to the student so he can go and take care of his business, if he can come up with excuses for the missed classes. Now the next sheet, okay, let's look at the last sheet before we go to the next sheet. If you look at the last sheet, you will notice that it has already calculated that 2 students are going to be deprived. You have the student name in Arabic, you have the student ID also in Hindi numerals, you have the percentage of absence, 29 in the case of the first student and 58 in the case of the second student. Group number is the same, 203. Course number, the short version, teacher, Mr. Sumaili. Okay, and here, this is very important, this is a very important part of the sheet. Here it's an Arabic note basically saying that this student was deprived, but we have actually taken into account this number of excuses. Here it's blank, but you'll notice now in a while that when we enter the excuses, this will change. Okay, let's go and enter the excuses. Suppose that this student number 3, brought excuses for 3 hours. Now mind you, if you read through these instructions, it will tell you that it is not your authority as a teacher or responsibility to verify or authenticate excuses. Leave this to the administration. Do not accept any excuse unless it is approved by the administration. And when you get the excuses, make sure that to check the number of hours it covers. Okay, so if the student brought excuses that cover up to 3 hours, okay, let's see what happens. Go to the deprivation output document or sheet. Okay, you notice that the student is still deprived. 26 is not acceptable. He's actually still deprived. But look at this here. Look at this. It has actually included the number 3. Basically, it is saying that this student, although the student is deprived, but we have already taken into account 3 hours. He brought excuses for 3 hours. Okay, so this is not and this is to counter the some of the students complain when they come at the end of the semester after the end of the semester, saying that we brought excuses but the teacher didn't take them into account. Okay, so this proves that you have actually taken the excuses into account, the excuses that were sent to you by the administration. Now go back to the student excuse entry. Now suppose this student actually brought excuses enough to cover 5 hours, let's say 5 hours, that will bring down the absence to percentage to 24. And let's look at the document or the last sheet. Look, the student name has been removed from the deprivation list, and you'll only end up with one student, the only deprivation case in your campus. The students who got who were absent who was absent in more than 50% of the classes. Now, this form is very handy. It has the letterhead of the college, it has the campus that you teach in, and it has, you can select here from the drop down menu, select the semester. Basically it is in the same order: first semester, second semester, and summer. Okay, here it has the academic year. Now we are in 33-34. Now if you go to print preview, okay, here you will notice that the file, it's an A4 document. It has all the necessary details or areas to fill out: the teacher name at the bottom and his signature or her signature. Also the head of the department or the coordinator. Here you need to write the coordinator's name here and have him sign your sheet before you present it. It gets presented to the administration. So this is basically the attendance form that we will be dealing with this semester. Going back to the main, I just need to remind you that please do not tamper with these two values, 25 and 50. If you have to, you have to check with your administration, before you make any changes to do these two values. Okay, if you make any changes here, a lot of students will be deprived, either rightfully or unrightfully. Okay, but you need to check with the administration before making any changes here. Thank you very much for listening. I hope that was useful. You can rewind and see how some of the things that you don't understand are done. Okay, thank you very much. You will be receiving this document from your administration. You should have actually received this document or this sheet from your coordinator. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.